Let's move now then to our app demonstrations. And the first one is brought to us by listener Riz, who demonstrates the RSS reader SmartRSS.
Hello, this is Riz for blindandroidusers.com. I'm here today to demonstrate an app. The app in question is called SmartRSS, SmartRSS. And this is an RSS news reader type app. It is quite new, so it's still developing, and I think it does have some way to grow, but most of it's working pretty good so far, and I'm liking this app a lot. I spoke to the developer a few days ago because originally there was unlabeled buttons, and those buttons have been quickly labeled. So let's take a look at the app, shall we?
Home.
I'm on the home screen now, so I'm going to go and find the app. Now I'm using TalkBack version 16.2 on a Pixel 10. Of course, running Android 16.x. Let's have a look.
SmartRSS.
So there's a SmartRSS. Let's open it.
SmartRSS.
Now, what happens when you open the app initially is it'll open in one of two options, depending on your option selection. You can either have it open to your feeds and your groups, because you can group feeds together, like what I've done. I've got all my the ones I follow in one group. Or you can have it open in article view. Now, I do believe it has opened in article view, and I'll explain what that means in a minute.
All unread, 10 unread. Settings button.
Okay, no, it hasn't actually. It's actually opened in the main screen. So let me describe what we have here. We have on the top left, we have the settings button.
All unread, 10 unread. Settings button. Settings button. All unread, 10 unread.
So then it says all unread, 10 unread. Those are the articles I have unread.
Add feed button. Group button. SmartRSS. Group button.
Okay, so on the top left, you have your settings button. Then as you move to the right, you get the title, which is SmartRSS. Then in the top right-hand corner, there are two buttons. The far right button is
Add feed button.
Add feed. Okay. Just to the left of that is
Group button.
Group. Now that's where you can manage your groups. You can create new groups. You can edit a group as well. I'm not going to go into that too much detail here. So then the rest of the screen has
all unread, 10 unread.
That at the top it says all unread, 10 unread. Below that,
default BBC Sport 8, default 310.
It says default. That's the name of the group I have created. All of my RSS feeds are in that group. Then
BBC Sport 8 button.
So now it's telling me that there are 8 options in BBC Sport.
Eurogamer 1 button.
And in the Eurogamer feed, I have 1 article.
IGN articles 1 button.
And in the IGN articles, I have 1. So those, it shows you what, so you can either go into those individual feeds, or if you go
all unread, 10 unread.
To all unread, 10 unread, that will show you all your feeds. Like, for instance, everything that you have all together in one view.
Star tab 1 of 3.
Now,
button.
at the bottom, we have 3 tabs. We have the star tab, which is where if you star in an article, they will appear there. Just to the right of that, we have
unread tab 2 of 3. Button.
Unread
Selected.
tab. That's the one I have selected by default. And what that will show is all your unread articles. And then finally,
all articles tab 3 of 3.
Then
button.
the final option is all articles. And what that means is that it will show you all the articles, whether they're read or unread. Now, before we go into viewing one of the articles, let's go to the settings. That, remember, is in the top left-hand corner of the home screen.
Settings button. Settings.
Okay, so now I've gone into settings, and at the top we have
changelog view improvement.
Changelog view improvements. Then, next one down
button.
Is this button. Now, actually, that changelog view improvements
Detected. Icon. Upload. Image. A dark brown square icon with a diagonal arrow pointing upwards and to the right, symbolizing sharing or uploading. The icon is set against a muted yellow background.
There you go. I actually told you that's an upload button, and that allows you to share. At least I think it does. Let me check.
Premium button. Play Store.
Yeah, it allows you to share the app, so you can actually share the app because that's what it's done there. So I'm going to go back out there.
Settings. Change log. View improvements in the latest version. Button.
Okay, so we've got the button.
Premium. Unlock all premium.
Now, below that, we have unlock all premium features. So you can actually do this and have your premium features unlocked. We're not going to go in that.
Accounts local. Cloud sync.
Accounts local cloud sync. Now, there are various cloud sync features available, but I'm not familiar with them, so I cannot go into too much detail. But here, if you go in...
Accounts. Local current local. Button.
So the account I have is a local one, which technically is just... All I did was I just imported an OPML feed into the app, and it's calling that a local feed.
Delete account button.
And I can delete that if I wish.
Add account Miniflex, free filler, feedbind, bass.
Then you can add various cloud accounts. I'm not familiar with these, so I cannot describe them.
Settings.
We'll go back to the settings page.
Color and style theme, article style, accounts local, cloud sync.
Okay, so then we go
Interaction gesture operation. Color and style theme,
color and style theme.
Accounts local, color and style theme, article style.
And article style. So these are various visual changes you can make to the app, the way it looks and things like that. I haven't delved into that too much because I don't really need to, really.
Interaction gesture operations, startup page.
So here's where the startup page thing that I was talking about. So if we're going here...
Interaction. Haptic feedback, provide vibration feedback on taps and swipes.
So we've got haptic feedback, so you can have vibrations. You can turn it on or off if you wish.
Switch on, ticked. Auto immersive reading, automatically hide app bar and bottom actions when reading articles.
Okay, you can hide the bottom app bar. That's the one with the starred, unread, and all articles, if you wish.
Switch on, ticked. Auto immersive reading, automatically hide app bar and bottom actions when reading articles.
That's in the reading, when you're actually reading the articles, each individual article.
Switch on. Article swipe navigation. Swipe left right to navigate between articles in article detail view.
Okay, and what to do when you're in article detail view? You can swipe left or right.
Switch off.
I've turned mine off, so it doesn't switch to the next and previous article.
Auto mark on scroll. Automatically mark articles as read when they become visible while scrolling.
And article scroll. So when you scroll past them, as you're moving down your articles list, you can automatically mark them.
Switch on. Ticked.
Mine's on.
Articles per page.
Articles per page.
Number of articles to load per page. This also affects the number of articles used for AI aggregation.
Okay, so that's how many pages it will, how many articles it will load per feed.
50. Radio button. Ticked. 100. Radio button. Startup page. Choose which page to show in the app. Startup page.
And this is the one I was wanting to show. Startup page. So you have...
Choose which page to show when the app starts.
Choose which page to show when the app starts.
Feeds. Radio button.
Now you have your feeds, so that will show obviously all your feeds, or...
Articles. Radio button. Ticked.
Articles, which is the one I have ticked. So what that means is, as soon as we go in there, it'll automatically load up all my articles.
Keyboard shortcuts.
It has keyboard shortcuts.
Use keyboard shortcuts to navigate the app more efficiently. Global shortcuts. Go back to previous page article detail shortcuts. Execute default AI action W toggle full.
That's just describing that. We don't need to go into that for the purposes of this demonstration. So we'll go back.
Settings.
Let's talk about what else we have.
Color and style theme. Article
Color
style.
and style theme.
Interaction gesture operation.
Interaction gesture operations. We've done that.
Languages interface. AI translation.
Right. So this app does actually have AI. And what it can do is it can summarize articles for you. Again, I'm not going to go into too much detail because I have not played around with it too much. But it can, like if you bring up your list of articles, you can actually get a summary of what is in all the articles. It does do that for you.
AI features, AI providers, AI actions.
AI features. Now you can set this up as well. So you can set up which AI engines work and how that works with your app, which ones it uses. So, and it has actions as well. Again, I haven't gone too much into this at this point, but it's there.
Highlights, manage highlights.
Highlights. Now, this is how you use this to pin certain feeds to the top of your list of feeds if you want to do that.
TTS settings, voice, language settings.
You can have things read to you, articles read to you, and you use this option here to customize your engine.
Sync settings, auto refresh, and startup sync.
Now, sync settings, this is quite important. You can choose how often the app syncs, or you can have it load on startup, which is what I do. I have it load. Now, at the moment, that's not working flawlessly. Sometimes you actually have to refresh the feeds by swiping 2 fingers down. But sometimes it works. Again, like I said, this is a fairly new app from my understanding. So there are still changes coming, and hopefully that will be updated in time.
Import exportable subscriptions management.
Right, import and export subscriptions management. Now, this is how I actually loaded all my feeds in. I used another RSS feeder to create an OPML file, and then I just imported it in from this menu option.
Tips and support about us, app version.
And then, of course, the support and tips about app version. And that's everything in the settings. That's everything you've got there.
Controls. SmartRSS.
Okay, so I've gone back from the settings because we're done there.
Add feed button.
Now I'm going to go into this top right hand corner button, which is add feed, just to give you an idea of how this works.
Add feed.
So when you go in there, it says at the top,
Blogs and websites.
blogs and websites.
Supported platforms.
Before that, it says supported platforms. That's just a heading.
Blogs and websites.
So you can add blogs and websites,
Medium publications.
media publications,
Mastodon profiles.
Mastodon profiles,
USD profiles.
Blue Sky profiles,
Substack newsletters.
a newsletter, Substack,
YouTube channels.
YouTube channels,
Reddit communities.
Reddit communities.
Select group default button collapsed.
Now, those are just kind of examples. Then it says which group. So at the moment, because I only have the one group, it's called default. If I add a feed from here, I could choose which group to add it to.
Feed URL. Edit box.
And here's where you add your feed, and
Add feed button.
there's an add feed. Now, below that button are a few examples of what you can add. So I won't go into that just too much here, but there are actually little, they give you demonstrations of what you can add. So I'm going to go back.
SmartRSS.
Now,
All unread 10 unread.
so we're back to our feeds list. For some reason, it opened on that, usually opened in the articles. Anyway, so I'm going to go into this. Now, what it's going to show is in the top right, left-hand corner, we have the
Back button.
back button. And next to
All
that,
unread. Back. All unread.
it says all unread, because that's the view I have open here, which you change from the bottom, the 3 tabs at the bottom. Next to that
AI aggregation button.
is this AI aggregation. Now, this provides AI summaries and kind of gives you an idea of what the articles that are visible, what they're about. We're not going to go into that for the purpose of this demonstration.
Show menu button collapsed.
Now, we have 2 show menu buttons. There's one to the far right and this one just to the left of that one. This one you use to mark your feeds as read. So if I go in here,
Pop-up menu. All articles button.
I have all articles,
Above current page button.
above current page,
Below current page button.
below current page. Now, whichever you press of these will mark the articles corresponding to that as read.
Older than 1 day button.
And older than 1 day as well, of course.
Dismiss menu.
Let's just dismiss this menu.
All unread. Show menu button collapsed.
Now, that's just to the right of that menu
Show menu button.
is this
Pop-up
menu.
menu.
And this has,
Newest first button.
so you can sort how your articles show. Newest first is what I've got.
Search button.
You can do a search,
Newest first. Dismiss menu.
and you can dismiss them.
Newest first. Search.
So those are the options you have.
Newest first. Dismiss menu. All
Dismiss
unread.
that.
Show menu button collapsed.
Okay. Now, at the bottom again,
Star tab 1 of 3
we
button.
have the starred,
Unread tab 2 of 3 button.
unread
Selected.
tab,
All articles tab 3 of 3 button.
all articles. So those are the 3 options at the bottom. Now let's go into a feed, an article, sorry.
Eurogamer 18 minutes ago. A year later, Xbox RPG About is finally coming to PlayStation 5. Former Xbox exclusive role-playing. BBC Sport 25 minutes ago. White Texans could go deep into NFL playoffs, and May has earned MVP. And BBC Sport 27 minutes ago. Everton disappointed after key red card upheld. BBC Sport 30 minutes ago. Battle at the bottom. Altina and O'Neill in focus. Livingston host Kilmarnock and Vital. IGN articles 1 hour ago. To me, that's a slight mental illness. Centimeters punk compares on star tab 1 of 3.
Okay, so
IGN articles 1 hour.
we will go into this top article.
Eurogamer 18 minutes ago.
So now what you get is you get the article, and it's kind of got a
Button. Eurogamer image.
It's got the kind of icons of the article, and it's got some.
It's coming to PlayStation 5, and it'll be released on the game's first anniversary, the 17th of February 2026. Note, the original PC and Xbox Series S/X release happened on...
So that's just kind of part of the article. It doesn't show the whole of
Read
it
more.
here. What you can do
Button. Previous page. Button. Disabled.
is at the bottom we have various buttons. But first, let's go to the top.
11:19. Back. Button.
So the top left-hand button is back.
Button. Show menu. Button. Collapsed.
The top right-hand button is show menu. Let's go on
Pop-up
that.
menu. Copy link. Button.
You can copy the article's link.
Share link. Button.
You can share the article link.
Share full text. Button.
You can share the text, the full text.
Reading settings. Button.
Reading settings. So you can customize how it reads it.
Dismiss menu.
And I'll just dismiss that.
Show menu. Button. Collapsed. Open in browser. Button.
Now, just to the left of that top right-hand corner button is view in browser.
Read aloud. Button.
And just to the left of that is the read aloud button. And that will start reading the article.
Google Translator. Button.
And then it has a Google Translator as well, just to the left of that button.
Back. Button.
So the top
Back.
row is back.
Google Translator. Button.
Google Translator.
Read aloud. Button.
Read aloud.
Open in browser. Button.
Open in browser.
Show menu. Button.
And
Collapsed.
then the menu, which has those options I discussed. Now, at the bottom, we have more buttons.
Previous page. Button. Disabled.
Previous page. Of course, in my case, it's disabled because I selected the first article in the list.
Full content. Button.
Full content actually is a really neat feature. What it does is it gets the text of all of the articles, so you have the full article and you can just view it here instead of opening it at the web page.
Add to start. Button.
You can add it to start. Remember, at the bottom we have those three tabs. You have the start tab, the unread, and the all. You can add your article so you can read it later to the start tab.
AI action. Button.
AI action button. I'm not too familiar with that at the moment because I haven't played around with it, so I'm not entirely sure what it does. But I'm assuming it will also provide a summary, just like the above AI button in the articles list.
Next page. Button.
And then we have the next page. So, in fact, whilst I'm curious, let's see
AI
what
action
the
button.
action button does.
Dialog.
Okay.
Select AI action. AI summary based on the following requirements. Please analyze the RD. Button.
Okay, so you can perform various actions depending on the ones that you've set up. And because I don't have any set up, this was the default option, so it will actually provide a summary. But I do believe you can add further actions using AI.
Links. AI action. Button.
And
AI, next page. Button. AI action. Add to start. Full previous page. Button. Disabled.
let's just go into
Show menu button. Show menu button. Collapsed.
this show
Pop-up
menu button. Now let's go down
Dismiss menu. Read
to
dismiss menu. Reading settings. Button.
reading settings.
Reading settings. 25%. Font size 16px. Line height 1 point.
So it actually customizes
Reset button. Font size 16px.
the
Button.
size.
25%. Button. Button. 40%. Slider. Preview sample article title. This is sample text to print. Font size 16.
Yeah, so this is actually a visual. This is not to do with the text to speech. That's done in the settings. This is just visual reading changes. Okay, and I think
It's coming to PlayStation 5 and it'll be
that is pretty much the basics to get you started in this app. I do think this app has a lot of potential, and I do think it's a decent RSS feed reader. I think it still has some things to iron out, but I actually think it's a pretty decent start.
I think there were a couple of comments that Riz left for us post that demonstration, which we said we would cover. One is that if you want to refresh your feed, You can swipe down with 2 fingers, or closing the app will do it. I think automatic refresh is a paid feature, Riz said. Does anyone use RSS readers? I've got to say, I've never really got into RSS aside from obviously when you subscribe to podcasts. I haven't really got into the habit of using it for articles. What about you, Warren? Do you use an RSS reader?
Well, I do, because you know what, there are certain things that maybe one is following and you want to stay on top of those articles that are coming in, like the one Kieran just talked about, for example. So if you have something for Android Authority, is that where Michelle Rahman was from? I think it was. For example, you know, you will be in the know. And so, yeah, I kind of like RSS readers. I know people are kind of like, you know, they've kind of gone by the wayside, but they haven't really gone by the wayside. I like using those because that's what I use for fetching my news articles and all of that. So it's great to know that we have this other one out there. And thanks, Reese, for sending this. And guys, as we always say, if you have an app that you would like to kind of demonstrate for us, feel free to do so. Just let us know, because all this is contribution from you guys, and it makes what we are today. So feel free to contribute by demonstrating apps, or if you have a tip or something you would like to show our listeners how to go about doing certain things, we encourage you to do such a thing. Send us those demos and tips. Thank you again, Riz, for doing this.
Yeah, thank you. And RSS is something, whenever I see an RSS reader, I always think I should use that. Because as you say, most self-respecting, certainly news sites, still syndicate content through RSS if you want it that way. But it's just something, it's a habit I haven't quite managed to adopt outside the podcast sphere.